Self-concept. Self-concept is how one perceives or thinks about themselves, their personal beliefs, preferences, opinions, and attitudes that develop throughout their lifespan. Self-esteem is how one feels about themselves. Self-image is the way one views their own unique qualities, genetic and physical characteristics. Examples are eye color, hair color, height, and weight. Their social roles and responsibilities. Examples are as a student, a parent, a musician. Their personality traits. Are they quiet? Are they generous? Are they boisterous and loud? And their material effects, which is examples of money, possessions, and jewelry. Self-esteem is considered as one's self-worth. This is an assessment of one's overall level of self-worth and how the individual feels about self. Feeling capable, valued, and worthy, the individual will experience positive or high levels of self-esteem. If the individual feels inadequate, they will feel devalued and unworthy, and they will experience negative or low self-esteem. Possessing a healthy self-esteem leads to goal achievement and fostering a positive attitude. The ideal self. This is what one desires to be like. Strong, intelligent, respected, and appreciated. Individuals want to experience, feel, and behave consistently with their self-image and reflect their idea of the ideal self. The self-concept is in harmony, and it occurs when one's self-esteem, self-image, and ideal self are all aligned and consistent. A misalignment or a lack of consistency between the self-image, self-esteem, and the ideal self is known as self-concept incongruence, and this will negatively impact one's self-concept and can lead to internal confusion and will produce feelings of uncertainty. Emotional intelligence is the ability to perceive, understand, control, manage, and evaluate one's emotions. It is a reflection to promote emotional and intellectual growth. Individuals with a high emotional intelligence demonstrate a strong sense of self-understanding and the ability to understand the emotions of others. Self-awareness assists in the development of emotional intelligence and self-concept. Self-awareness is the ability to see oneself clearly and objectively through self-reflection and introspection, and the ability to understand one's emotions and how they affect others. This is also the way one understands how they're feeling and why they feel the way they do. And the individual is able to sense how they are perceived by others. This may be an accurate recording of the individual's strengths, limitations, and clarity of the values and purpose so that the individual may be able to build strong character, develop a sense of purpose and authenticity, better understand what one needs from others to complement their own deficiencies. Body image is one's feelings, perceptions, and thoughts about one's body, and it is conceptualized by their perceptions. This is related to body shape, size, and physical attractiveness. Adolescent females try to embrace cultural expectations that are portrayed in the media. The media emphasizes thin and lean women with large breasts, and this can negatively impact an adolescent's self-image as well as self-esteem. Self-efficacy is one's own perceived ability and aptitude to successfully complete a task. Self-efficacy beliefs also determine how the individual feels, thinks, behaves, and motivates the self. A strong perception of self-efficacy increases a sense of accomplishment, promotes task mastery, and fosters persistence to growth. Cultural background, attitudes, values, and beliefs act together to influence the perception of the body image and the development of self-concept. Culture will help determine one's worldview and influence the beliefs about health and illness. Role performance are specific behaviors that one displays in each role and the perception of one's ability to successfully fulfill the roles. The development of self-concept is a complex and multifaceted process that begins in infancy and continues throughout one's life. Erikson's theory of psychosocial development, which are 8 stages of psychosocial development between birth and death, with each stage of development including a unique crisis or that builds on the task of the previous stage. Identity formation. This is a lifelong process to develop an understanding of oneself in the family, culture, and social norms. A self-concept stressor may be real or perceived that threatens the identity, the self-esteem, the body image, or one's role performance. Identity stressors. Everyone has a unique identity that develops throughout their life, and this distinguishes them from others. Identity is influenced by gender, race, ethnicity, birth order, family status, occupation, culture, religion, and environment. The inability to adapt to identity stressors may result in identity confusion, an unclear sense of self, and personality. Health alterations may occur from identity stressors. Body image stressors. These are perceptions of one's body image, and these change continuously throughout life. Adolescents are most likely to be concerned about body image or have body image stressors. Self-esteem stressors. This is one's generalized sense of self-worth, and it is measured by the value that individuals place on self. Self-esteem is a perception and a belief, and it is not always based on reality. Role performance stressors. Roles are a set of assigned or expected behaviors and obligations. These are based on social position or one's place in the world. Role performance often refers to one's perception of how well they perform the roles. Stress can occur when one lacks the ability to fulfill the roles and responsibility, and these will include role conflict, role ambiguity, and role overload. Role conflict is defined as one being faced with two or more role expectations and then being unable to meet the expectations during a given time. Role ambiguity is a lack of clarity about actions needed to achieve the proposed goals. This can create doubt and cause uncertainty on the evaluation of one's performance. Role overload. This is where roles and responsibilities placed on one are greater than their ability to efficiently manage, or when one is feeling pressured to respond to many roles. Role strain. This is where one has difficulty meeting the responsibilities of the life role or an incompatible demand that is placed on the individual.